Hi, this is Rick Itzkowicz, and in this tutorial I will show you how to use a join.me platform in conjunction with a Rocket referral system. There's several steps involved. What I'm going to share with you first is going to be you need to get the join.me platform ready to have your screen joined with the other person. And I suggest you have that, and you also do something with your LinkedIn account before you call them to minimize the amount of time that you keep them on the phone. So first thing you'll do is you will go to join.me. So you'll type that in a new tab on your browser. See join.me. There's no .com. Join.me. By the way, there is nothing to join. There's nothing to buy. There's nothing, anything. They don't need to be there. You don't need to be there as long as they can, previous meeting. As long as you can type in that address and you have internet access, you'll be fine. So once you go to join.me, you're going to get to this screen. Okay, and what you will do is you will start the meeting. Now, you see that there's start meeting and there's join meeting. You're going to start the meeting. The person you're talking to is going to join the meeting. So to start the meeting, you will click in the orange button. When you click on the orange button, you will have a screen that says save or run or download this file. It depends on which browser. I am using Firefox and I'm giving the option to save it. I am going to move my screen right now because you will see when I download the files, it actually shows me that it's downloaded, because this file, when I click on save, is going to get downloaded to my downloads file. So you have a downloads file in your computer. Maybe your files go to your desktop, maybe go to its own folder. I don't know how you have it set up, but you'll need to find where the download files go to. So click on Save File. You see Downloads Complete. Okay. Now, to open up the download files, I go up here in Firefox. This green arrow is where my downloads go. So I'll click on that and it's right here. Okay, so I'm going to click the join.me and then it's going to prompt me to run this file. When I run this file, it's going to give me a 9-digit code, which I am going to show you in a moment. Okay, I click on run. It's connecting. Okay, there it is. Let me move this screen up here. This is the code I will be sharing with the other person. Okay, so when I get them on the phone, I will tell them to go to join.me and enter the code 649-461-475. Every time you launch join.me, you'll get a different code. Okay, so have that process done. In other words, start the meeting in join.me before you call the person, so you don't have them on the phone while you do that. Okay, there's one more thing you need to do with before you call the person, and that is go to your LinkedIn account and make sure that if you are signed into it, that you are signed out. You may not be signed into it, and that's fine. I'll show you in a moment. The screen you want to get to is this screen that says sign in to LinkedIn. Okay, that's what you want to, where you want to be before you call the person. But you may not be there because you may be signed in already. So let me show you what that would look like and how you would get to this screen. Okay, let's say that when you click on the LinkedIn, you are on LinkedIn, you need to sign out to get to that screen. So to sign out, click on your image, click on sign out, and then click on sign in to get to this screen. Okay. Once you are on this screen and once you have this code, you're ready to call the other person. Okay, I'm going to do this. Let's say I call this woman named Jessica, and I am going to get her on the phone and I'm going to go, Jessica, okay, I need you to do something. Thank you for agreeing to work with me. Please go to this site called join.me and enter the following code, and you'll give her these numbers. So don't worry about the dashes. It will automatically type them in. It says 649-461-475. Remember, they are seeing this screen over here. You're telling them to enter the code in here, and then you tell them once you enter the code, press the green button. Okay? Here's what's going to happen when they do that. I'm doing this in another computer. And in a moment, you're going to see a sign that says the first participant has joined, which means they, in their office, are now seeing my screen. Okay, we are now sharing screens. At this moment, you can do one of two things. You can either enter the email address for them, ask them what is your email address, and enter it for them. Or what you can do is you can give them control of your mouse and have them enter their email address and password. The advantage of doing this is if they do it, then you won't see what their password is. All you see are some dots. So let me give you the option of doing and how you do that. Up here, you see these icons. When you click on this plus sign, it says Merge Tools, and click on Share Mouse Control with Viewer 1. It says you are now sharing control of your computer with Viewer 1, which is the other person can now control their mouse. Watch what happens on the screen. I'm going to be typing it in another computer. Okay. So I typed that in and they typed their password. See what happened? I didn't move my mouse. This was all happened from the other computer. And then they can click on sign in and that works great. If that is too complicated and you don't want to do it, then you can enter it for them asking what is your email address and what is your password. By the way, hopefully you told them ahead of time that they needed to have this. If not, this sometimes is the most complicated portion of the process is they can't remember what their email and or password combination is. They're going to need to have that to be able to log into their account. Once that is done, okay, they can click on this and you're now going to be in their account, and then you will proceed to perform the searches as they're going to be outlined in the other video. One more thing you want to do, if you did share control with them, you want to take it back. So go back to where the mouse is up here, click on that and click on Stop Sharing Control. This means the other person can no longer control your computer and you're going to be the one driving. Then you'll go to the Advanced tab and perform the searches as we will show you in the other video. When you finish with the join.me session, after you've done the searches, send the messages, etc., just click on the X at top and just click on Exit, and that will be the end of the session. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, let me know at rick.itzkowicz@vistage.com. Enjoy an extraordinary day.